very pleased to say Bellator featherweight contender Leah McCourt joins us once again. Leah, great to speak to you. How are you doing? You're looking well.
Hi. Yeah, thank you. I'm finally back in fight camp and I'm so excited. I'm going to be fighting soon. So I'm in a good mood today for a change.
That's cool. That's good to hear. But you've been going through some pretty punishing social media workouts. We've seen some press ups, some dramatic, dynamic pull ups as well. How is the shoulder, the fitness? Is it feeling back to normal?
Yeah, obviously there's been so much setbacks, in the recovery phase to come back from this surgery because it was quite invasive, and I have like 3 screws in my shoulder. They had to put my shoulder back into place as well. So, and obviously the MMA is so intense on our bodies, and getting back into that, there's been a few hiccups, but I'm so happy to say I'm finally gonna be fighting soon, and it's all feeling good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic to have you back. But what a challenge for you in terms of your body. As you say, MMA, once you get into that cage, is so unforgiving. What's the balance like between testing your limits in training, but not overdoing it to have a recurrence of the injury?
Yeah, that's such a good point. I always say, or people have said to me, you're training hard enough when you're getting injured all the time, but then you need to take a step back. Everybody always says that I overtrain, I'm doing too much. My coaches are always like, take a rest. I don't take taking a rest day. I don't like having one full day off. Some days I'll have easier days, but it's like that obsession and that just want to give it everything and to be the best version of yourself. You do push it sometimes and push it too much.
It's just I wonder about the timing of it. Has it been fortuitous in a way? No one wants to have a pandemic, but the fact that maybe things have been slightly slower in terms of progression of division and fights generally because of the coronavirus, has it helped you have a bit more relaxation in terms of your recuperation?
Yeah, I suppose, and because obviously if I hadn't had surgery, I probably would have fought back in October when we were all in Milan and Paris, but then I got the opportunity to do some TV stuff, so it did open some other doors and give me a chance to step back and take a bit of time to just not unwind, but to look at things from a different perspective, and that I think that'll show in my fight. I'm really looking forward to coming in and showing the best version of myself. I always think that my fights are like a 10% of what I can do, and I really hope that shows in my next fight, the kind of progression and maturity in my fighting.
What is the acid test for you when you go back into the cage? Is it striking? Is it the grappling? What's going to be the big test of the shoulders?
Do you know what? I don't know. It's like when you go in there, anything can happen. Like it's just that's what makes it so exciting and so addictive. Like anything can happen, and that's what obviously we work in all areas, and it's I've got a great opponent and a really good test for myself, which I'm really looking forward to, and that's what makes it more exciting for me.
That's great stuff. Well, the featherweight division is looking exciting, isn't it? The rankings have come out. I know it can be controversial sometimes. It's a matter of opinion to a certain extent. There's obviously data that goes into it. Cris Cyborg's up at the top. How did you feel about that process? Are you happy with where you've ended up?
Yeah, I know obviously, I've got big opportunities and been able to do big things in my career, but I'm so young. I feel like in my my career, we have 5 professional fights. I headlined the 3 arena after four fights. Like I've done a lot of things. I always get thrown into the deep end, and it's more of like a achievement in what I've been through, what I've overcome to be in this position, and that's what I'm really, really proud of. And I'm just looking forward to keep getting better and keep giving good performances in every fight.
Do you have a sense of how many fights? Does the ranking system help you sort of plot a path to the top now? Is it clear in any sense how many fights you'd have to do to getting title contention?
I really don't know. I think it just depends obviously on fight dates, opponents, the madness that's going on in the world, when people can get to certain countries to fight. It all depends, but my head is just completely focused on my next fight and improving and getting better.
Well, that's fantastic to hear. We look forward to getting you out there as well. In terms of that list as well, Sinead Kavanagh's on that list as well. How exciting is that?
Yeah, Sinead, I hope she gets a title shot soon. Sinead, we've trained together in the past. I've done her corner for fights before. I love Sinead. She's an unbelievable fighter and such a talent, and I really hope I thought she would have got that fight over Leslie Smith, to be honest, and I would love to see her get her shot soon.